It was a good week for us to get covered mentally, physically.
I heard the word kinetic energy. I ain't heard that since grade school.
It ain't about what they do.
You know that energy can't be created.
It's about what we do.
Yeah. Energy is always there. It's all about going out there, making plays. Like I could just remember in the Atlanta game when Chris Mill made a big play on special teams. You know, we came out there on defense, kind of turned up.
You know, it can't be created. It can only be transferred.
So I think it's all about just being able to transfer energy throughout the game.
Welcome to Titans Blitz, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. I am Lance Smith. He is Eddie George.
Thank you.
I like announcing you with presents. Good to see you, my man.
Man, good to see you too, bro.
So, bye week is done.
Yes.
And we're ready for this. You ready for this?
Hey, buyer to the best.
Right.
The energy, the back half of the season.
A little science there in that open.
I like that.
A little science. All right, well, let's kick off the show and let's get into it. And let's do some 4 downs with Eddie. So, you know, we were talking off camera before the show started about going into this game and this team, and is it a fresh start? Is it a new team? I mean, is that how you look at
it? It's a brand new season.
Right,
because it's 5-5. Right. You're coming off the bye week. Had a great win against Kansas City. You kind of got the attention of people around the league. Now you're going to open up with in the next 2 weeks, 2 divisional opponents, which is really going to set the table and shape up the season.
Yeah.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars are coming in. They're coming off of a loss.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter.
Right.
You know, we
like
gotta have this win. I think the Titans are ready for that. I think the bye week came at the right time, so they have a chance to reset, refocus, get refreshed, and have a new, fresh outlook on this season because now it's a 5-6 game season at this point.
Well, we're going to talk about that game, of course, but let's break it down to sort of how we got here at 4 downs with Eddie. First down, let's talk about this quarterback play. Not the team we thought we would have, not where we thought we would be. But I will say this, hats off to John Robinson, especially for going after specifically Ryan Tannehill, even though he was just going to be the backup in case we needed it. Well, we did. And he is playing some lights-out football. But we went after a guy that had the same attributes as a Marcus Mariota, that could run the same plays as what Marcus was doing. So that really, to me, is such forward thinking on the
We had to be very specific in terms of what kind of offense do we have and the type of player that we're building it around. It was Marcus Mariota. So they had to find someone with a similar skill set, and Ryan Tannehill was the guy that had that. He can run it, he can throw it, as we were seeing. And again, he's coming in wanting to prove something. He wants to play in this league. This is his second opportunity.
Yeah.
And we kind of knew earlier on that it wasn't solidified in terms of the quarterback position. Didn't have a lot of confidence in that position. So they wanted a spark. They went with that spark, and he's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
10 for 10 or 12 for 12 in the red zone so far this year.
10 for 10
it's something ridiculous.
That's a good spark.
It's good. You see the spark in him.
Let's move on to second down here and talk about this secondary, because I know you said we're sort of a different team than we started, but the secondary has been a real through line for us. And they've been playing lights out football, anchored by Logan Ryan, who is, I think he's the MVP of our defense, especially. He's got 3 sacks, 3 interceptions, 15 passes defended, 74 tackles. This is the slot position he's playing. 74 tackles, second only to Rashaan Evans' 82 tackles. He's all over the field.
Yeah, I think he's having an all-pro year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think he's of a very talented secondary. Coming into this year, I thought that was the heartbeat, the backbone of this team from a leadership standpoint, from a play standpoint, confidence. And Logan Ryan, my God, man, he's all over the place.
He really is.
I mean, just to think of 2 years ago, he was kind of like, well, we don't know about him in the future, but now he's really solidified himself as a true leader and just a dog in the secondary. I love his game.
He absolutely is. Well, and speaking of the secondary, LaShawn Sims, of course, big shoes to fill. Malcolm Butler was having a great season, playing hard. Sims played hard last game. I think he's up for the challenge. He's no rookie to the team. And another guy, he's not in the secondary, but we've missed him. And I think, looking forward, glad to have him back. Jayon Brown. As inside linebacker, but covers a lot of ground, has a lot of speed. And because of his speed, I think our secondary gets to tee off more.
Yeah, I mean, when you're down again, the bye week played a huge part in this. You're getting some guys back healthier. This is a different team than we've seen in the beginning of the year. And guys are coming back healthier. They're going to be a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser. And it's going to be. I'm curious to see how this whole thing is going to unfold, and I think our Titans fans are going to be really excited about this.
I agree. Moving on to third down, real quick. We're really a field goal away from owning the division right now. Do you realize that?
I do.
From beating the Colts, but Suckup is back. Okay, and to have that kind of insurance policy is nice. It's comfortable.
Yes, it is. I mean, our special teams has been really strong with the last few seasons, and Suckup being back, Kern, of course, our punter. I think he's
we've talked about him all
he's
season.
incredible.
Yeah.
But when you get a guy like Suckup back and he's in rhythm and he's kicking field goals with confidence, especially going into November, late November, early December. And beyond that, that's what you want to have in your special teams plays, the confidence during both your kicking game.
And then finally on this fourth down here, we've missed Casey. He's back, but this front seven, they've got some teeth. They are nasty. And now with Jeffrey Simmons fully getting into the mix and coming on strong, this is a different front seven than we started the year with.
Yeah, and I didn't expect to see him until right about December, late December.
If that, right.
If that. Yeah. But he came back earlier than expected, and he's playing lights out. And that's unheard of for a rookie to come in, not have any time practice-wise in preseason, summer camp, and to come in 4 or 5 weeks into the season and to dominate. And he's playing at 70% in terms of his health. I mean, he's not fully healthy, but
but he's contributing big time. But that's what I'm saying. Like now that Casey's back healthy, and Harold Landry, who has 7 sacks, he's teeing off a quarterback. 3 games in a row he's got a sack. So it's all this complementary football. You've got these guys that can't be double teamed because you've got a guy like Landry coming off the edge with that dip that he's got. That's amazing.
And already a front seven that was dominant. In my opinion, played well all season long, despite the losses and so forth. Very consistent, and now they have a chance to be really good the back half of the season. So
I'm excited about what we're going to see coming up. You should be excited too, guys. There's still tickets available. Make sure that you're going on to Titans-online.com. Check it out. There you go on the bottom of your screen. Titans-online.com. Online.com/tickets. Tickets for this game are available. We want to see you there in those seats and loud. All right, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on your car insurance. So with that, we'll go to our first break with our Geico Fast 15. Stick around, Titans Blitz. We'll be right back.
Snap, set, blocked! It's blocked by Kalu! Joshua Kalu! From the shotgun, Rivers to throw it. Stepping up, sack! Big Jeff! His first career sack. A.J. Brown brings it in.
There we go. Welcome back to the Titans Blitz presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. I'm Lance. He is Eddie. It is now halftime here on the show. And, Eddie, part of my job each and every week is, it's not even a job, really. It's hanging out with all the Titans fans. The best fans in the NFL. And the Titans, we've been profiling a lot of these fans. Right now, here's a look at John Davies, better known as Bandit. Take a look.
My name is John Davies. I'm a Titans superfan, the Bandit. Well, I decided to be a super fan because I think deep down I might be a little bit of a narcissist. I like the attention. I started off with just crazy hats, just something to draw attention, and then we found this.
When football season comes around, my dad gets a little insane. He just is his happiest self. It's fun. It's really fun to watch.
Well, at first I thought this is just kind of silly, but it started out small and then it just has gradually grown over the years.
I didn't really have a name. I didn't have anything going on. Then I met a fellow by the name of Bonfire, who has the exact same hat, and he accused me of stealing his look. I told him what I was going by. He said, yeah, you're a bandit. You stole my fire. You stole my look. And ever since then, I've been the Bandit. It's just grown and become a part of me.
My dad is a very superstitious person, and so is my brother.
When it comes to sports and the Titans, we are very superstitious. We wear the same clothes, same undershirt. It's got to be the same jersey, same pants, same socks. It's just got to match. It has to be the same.
He gets frustrated with me sometimes when I think it's not a big deal that we can't find that sock that we've been looking for 30 minutes.
We've never talked about the fact that they wear the same clothes every single game, but we also have never talked about, like, if they wash their clothes.
I just don't know that wearing certain color socks on certain feet is gonna make the Titans win or lose.
Everything has to be the same with no variation every Sunday, every time, without fail, or it's bad luck. Attending the games, it's not a solo adventure. Sunday is my one day to escape the reality of a stressful world. You know, just the things that you look forward to throughout a season. Football season is what I look forward to.
I'm an outlaw, cooler than the West Coast. I'm a young gun looking for a smoke show.
All right, try to keep up.
Do it all for the thrill of it.
You're getting a high five. You're getting a high five. Let me get a tighten up.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. Yes. There we go. Yes. Woo! Oh, man. Tighten up.
I knew that I was a football fan, and I knew that I was gonna love the Titans for the rest of my life. It doesn't matter if I move to another place. Like, I'm gonna be a Tennessee fan for the rest of my life because my dad.
I'm an outlaw, cooler than the West Coast. I'm a young gun looking for a smoke
I love to be the face of that team. When people see me, they know that I'm a fan of the Tennessee Titans.
show. Do it all for the thrill of it.
Yeah, I gotta love that. We were talking about it to the Davies family. The clothing matters.
Oh, it absolutely matters.
Clothing matters.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can't wash it either.
Now you can't, not till the end of the season. You've had a huge career. It's big to be recognized, especially where you're from. And during the bye week, our own Derrick Henry got recognized in a very special way by his hometown. Take a look at this.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the celebration for Nassau County's own Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it means a lot. I can just thank God, for making all this possible. The whole Yulee community, we're all close. I've been born and raised here. All my family's here, and all these people are like family. So all the kind words, and for this moment, it's so special to me, and something I'll cherish for the rest of my life. Me coming home and seeing this sign, it's kind of like bringing tears to my eyes. And my coach Pat, this is what he always wanted, and I'm just glad that this is able to be possible. I'm so thankful. As a kid, you have dreams of being inspiring, being a role model, being someone that can be a light, to a community, and that's all I want to be. Be a blessing to people I can affect in a positive way, and continue to do that as I have this platform.
Very, very cool. Derrick Henry there in Yulee, Florida. Look, we've talked about it a lot. You've talked to him a ton. I know you're a mentor of his. He seems super humble.
Oh, and he is. I mean, you can see it right there. It just pops off the screen. It's how humble he is. He's a kind-hearted spirit, and he deserves all the accolades he's getting. I think there's more to come for him down the line, but certainly, just a wonderful human being, man. I love Derrick Henry. Outstanding job.
I love that. And I love what Yulee did for him in the sign. I only wish they left room on it, though, for Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, it was tight. It was like 2000, there's some more
make some room for that.
Yeah.
All right, we got more Titans stuff to talk about, including this game coming up against the Jaguars right here at Nissan Stadium. So stick around. Titans Blitz. We'll be right back. to the Titans Blitz presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. It is now the 2-minute warning here on the show. The baller and the beard back with you, right?
The
baller, the beard, back
baller
with you.
and the beard.
Get
okay,
it?
got you. The beard.
Let's break down this game. Against the Jags. You talk about this all the time, that these games, these divisional games, it doesn't matter records, it doesn't, this is slobber knocker kind of stuff we're looking at.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As when you go outside, you can feel that chill in the air. November's here, Thanksgiving's around the corner. Meaningful football is right now.
Let's do this.
Yes, and that means you got to get number 22 going. You got to get Derrick Henry rocking and rolling.
You do. But first, we got to get the ball. We got to contain Foles.
Yeah.
We didn't see last time. We saw Gardner Minshew down in Jacksonville. So Foles is back there. And Fournette, who was a monster early in the season, but he's been shut down as of late.
Yeah, he has. They've kind of reeled back a little bit. The Jacksonville offense has, and they don't quite have an identity yet. They're still struggling with that.
Yeah.
So let's keep them on that struggling side. You know, defensively, I think we should be able to keep the clamps down on them. The one thing that concerns me is that we haven't seen Foles this year. So we've always had issues with new quarterbacks that we haven't seen at all. So it's going to, I think we had 2 weeks to prepare for him. We should be fine. But that's something that just sticks out in my head in terms of seeing a new quarterback for the first time this year.
Well, you may mention him early, 22, we got to feed Derrick. But to me, though, it's all about that play action early, because here's the deal on that. They've given up 480 yards rushing the past 2 games.
Yep.
The last time they were on this field was Derrick's record-setting night and his big 99-yard. They do not want to see that again. They don't want to fall victim to that run game. So I say play action early.
I mean, you're going to mix it. And I think, you know, at this point in time, the Titans know that they're going to load the box up. They know they're going to see single coverage on the outside. And there's a great opportunity to throw the ball downfield, get the tight ends involved in a little bit more, create some more space. But if you're really about that life, you run it right down their throat.
You do it.
You line up, you run in the 8-man front, and you say, stop it.
Okay.
If you get 5-6 yards,
Well,
you can't stop that.
That's a win.
It don't matter about the play action.
That's a win.
It's a win.
Yeah.
So, again,
feed the beast.
Feed the beast.
Feed the beast.
Feed them early and often.
So do you say plus 10 touches in the first half?
I would like to see, 15 touches in the first half to really get them lathered up. I mean, to really break down their will. Because right now, Jacksonville, they're on the cusp. Like, well, do we want to really play out in this cold weather? And we want them to go home? I mean, you can almost shut the door on these guys right now if you jump out on them early. So it's going to be imperative that the Titans get off to a fast start.
Got to shut the door on them early.
Yes.
I like the sound of that. All right, I got a little treat for you.
Oh, I love treats.
Coming up on the other side, stick around, Titans Blitz. We'll be right back. No treats for
Justin
you.
Timberlake.
Other side. Bring it in. Welcome back to the Titans Blitz presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. It's now overtime here on the show and time for our Wendy's Hot Take of the Week. Eddie, we're coming off that bye. We're 5-5. We've got 6 games in front of us that are huge. We've got a late kickoff on Sunday, a 3:05 kickoff. How do you those throw me off? As a player?
Really?
Yeah. It's just as a fan, it throws me off.
I think that's a sweet spot for me.
Oh, okay.
The 3 o'clock kick is good because I can sleep in a little bit later on. It's not quite. For a 12 o'clock game, you got to get over here about like 8 o'clock, and you're kind of still sleepy. But you can sleep in a little bit later on, watch some of the early games, but not late, so late that you're the last game on. So it's right in that sweet spot. As a player, I loved it.
In just a few seconds, what would you tell the players? Because we've had some notorious slow starts this season in the first half. How do our guys get that fire ignited early?
I think. I know. Byard said it earlier.
Yeah.
It's the energy you bring to it. It's the sense of urgency that you have to have. Listen, the playoff starts now.
Yeah.
It's not about, well, let's get to the postseason and hope something happens.
Yeah.
You're going in the postseason to try to win the Super Bowl. That's it. You're trying to go deep. So your quality of play starts now. I think they understand who they are, what they're trying to do, who they want to become, and you just got to go out there and make it happen. For that, I'm going to give you your treat.
Oh, I love it. Our friends from Dunkin' are in the house. Dunkin', make some noise. And they happen to bring these by for you, Eddie. Donuts with Eddie's face all over them. Show the camera there. Look at that.
Action photos.
Bring it right there. Oh, get you a taste of that.
Oh, man. I'm not going to do myself.
No?
I'll eat the
You're going to go for the Dunkin'. Okay. When you're not looking, I'm going to bite your head off on that one. All right, guys, remember this game this Sunday. It's huge. It's big time. It's divisional. We got to take it to them, right? Tighten up, baby. Tighten up. Give me donut. Oh.